Live and well. We live on Facebook. We live on YouTube. Neither.
All of the above.
Nothing yet. It's okay, look. We got you, producer JP. You can hear me? That's okay. I haven't said anything that I didn't want anyone to hear.
Was that a pretend
So
start?
Life is watching, and we're all
Yeah.
Disney G-rated.
Yeah.
here.
You gotta keep it on down low.
That's right.
GPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, those annual passes are getting expensive, man, for Disney.
That could be a topic right there.
Right? Didn't it just go up?
Yeah.
There was a time when John DeLo had a Facebook, and on that Facebook it said, people that pay taxes in Anaheim should get free admission to Disneyland or cheap admission to Disneyland because they're paying taxes and that's their park.
Right.
Right?
It kind of made sense. I'm like, oh my god, I never
It
thought of
does,
that way.
yeah.
He's brilliant.
Well, he is a brilliant man. in his own
And then
regard.
the tax break that they get from it.
Yeah.
Disney, dude.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
what it
great-
does for the city, because how much, what are they paying for that city too, right?
Yeah. Right.
It's
And we're
huge.
going.
Are we
Anyways,
live?
this is Jim Crashers Live. We're here with Franco Tay from Tino Evil, and I've got Maria,
What's up, guys?
my co-host here.
What's up?
Miguel sitting off camera today because he's a little under the weather, but he's hanging in there. He's
Again.
showing up for work,
Yep.
killing things, and producer JP in the house, and in our studio audience, none other than Art Ramos.
Who?
Oh,
From Hills.
our biggest fan.
Keeping the taco man busy downstairs.
Keeping them in business.
Those tacos rolling. And Franco represents Tino Evil and Delo Jiu-Jitsu, so he's got a double hat,
Yes, sir.
and came to talk to us about his business.
Where's your brother?
Making t-shirts.
He's on his way right now.
We do have
As
opportunity
always,
to meet
always late.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
actually late for class all the time. He's never really been on time.
Yeah, I think he does it on purpose just to be fashionable.
Just to miss the warm up. I know people like that.
Yeah.
I wish. I show up early.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you missed the warm up. You owe me 50 burpees and go.
Wow.
Wow, that's tough.
Oh, you
yeah.
kind of makes people not want to be late anymore.
Yeah.
So, what was your latest stint on conventions? Where'd you guys go?
So we went to Chicago for C2E2. It's one of the biggest cons in the U.S.
Chicago.
Yeah.
What is
So
C2E2?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what
was
does
just
that
about to
mean?
ask.
that is a good question. I don't know.
Like,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just went.
I just
I
know
just
the
showed up.
acronyms, but so there's conventions run by Reed Pop. Those are really well-run conventions. So they went in Seattle, Chicago, and New York. So we hit 2, and we're hoping to get to the third one, which is New York.
So, okay, so better put. What's the theme of it? Is it like
What was
your
it?
Comic
Oh,
Con
okay,
kind of stuff?
okay.
Yeah,
okay,
what
okay.
do you go for?
Yeah.
So that one was just a straight-out comic convention. So
Oh,
like-
gotcha.
yeah, you had the
Alright.
comic book artists. They're signing the writers, the us, the vendors, and you get people dressed up as cosplayers.
Oh, that's
and
so
stuff.
cool.
Cosplay
I've
stars.
always wanted
yeah,
to go
Yeah,
to like Comic
it's
Con.
fun.
Well, just to bring this full circle, Franco's here with us. We're at Jim Crashers Live. This is a show not only about martial arts and mixed martial arts and jiu-jitsu, but people's lifestyles. And Franco comes from a fighting background, but also has his t-shirt company, which is Tino Evil. So we brought him on to kind of get an idea of what's going on with Tino Evil. And to learn a little bit more about that. And I wasn't even Mike, so nobody got any word of that. We are Jim Crashers Live, and we have Franco Tay in-house from Tino Evil. This is a jiu-jitsu, MMA, martial arts lifestyle show. We talk about not only people and their fighting styles and where they've come from in that world, but what they do outside of that. And Franco's got that T-shirt company, which is awesome.
All right, what's up, guys? Franco from Tino Evil.
Yep. And again, so mic'd up, we've got Maria Rios,
Yo, yo.
Franco Tay from Tino Evil, Miguel off camera here on the mic.
What's up?
And Jessica
That
JP
was a
over
total
there doing the
redo.
production.
Right.
Total redo one more time. And Art Ramos from Trabuco Hills High School.
Who?
That's right. He's our favorite fan number 1, always here on time. I don't see the Byronic man in the house, so Art is the favorite fan at the moment. 2 bald heads make a good thing, though.
So you were recently in Chicago, and you got to be one of the vendors at this event.
Yeah. So it took us about 2 years to get into the event.
Oh, wow.
So the wait list is really
It's a
long.
big deal.
Yeah, so we were fortunate. The application process was insane. We had to email them all of our designs, and then we got phone call from them, and then someone interviewed us over the phone on what we're selling and what we tried to accomplish with the show. And then after that, we sent them more of the designs, like we told them about the quality of our shirts. And then after that, we got the application. Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh
cool.
wow.
Yeah.
Do you have to
That's
do
like
that for like
no
every
shit, real
single
deal.
every single place you're trying to hit up?
No. So the Reed Pop shows, the one I was telling you about. So they run the Washington one, Emerald City Comic Con, Seattle. That was Seattle, Chicago, C2E2, and New York Comic Con. They all do that since they're a well-run organization. They want like top-notch, I guess, artists over there and the vendors.
Yeah, I gotcha.
so-
Okay, that's cool.
Wow.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, no, it's kind of an insane thing. I have to do the
Right.
same thing. We go to
Right.
shows. We go to an MMA event, a jiu-jitsu event, a tournament, whatever it may be. I've got to call and get media access or email get media access. So,
Right.
and they're pretty stringent. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that want access, you know, and it's
Yeah.
not a free ticket for us. We want to go to work and do the best job that we can to represent
Right.
whatever promotion it is. But some people look at it as like a free meal ticket to get in there. So
Yeah.
and they're taking up a
Right.
lot of spaces.
Right.
So
Right.
we try to get that reputation that we're there to make it shine and look
Okay.
good and get the information out. So like you guys representing your companies, it's super important.
Yeah. Well,
know?
thanks to you guys. We started out about 4 years ago, but we did that Kickstarter video at
Yeah.
Johnny De La Old School.
That's right.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah, I
John and
remember.
Robert were there helping
Yeah.
us out.
Yeah.
People were dressed up as zombies.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I have those pictures, and it's kind of amazing to see where we were as a dojo at that time. We were at the previous dojo, and gosh, there must have been 10 or 12 of us in these shirts, dressed up like zombies. They did our makeup. Somebody came in and did our makeup.
Yeah. I think
You
it was
know?
Anna, Nikki's mom.
That's right.
Yeah, did that. So, yeah.
And we all ran around the dojo, ran around the
Right.
cage
Yeah.
like zombies, chasing each other outside.
Yeah.
Bunch of wackos.
John was a big
But they were,
Chinese dude.
yes, John was crazy. Yeah, it was cool. But
That was fun.
it was fun. Regardless, it came out really good. We did it for a homie, you know.
Right.
And that was the Kickstarter, which is so cool that you kickstarted your business that way with that video.
Yeah.
What
So-
did you like decide to like? How did you decide to do that? Like T-shirts or whatever? Do you do just T-shirts, or is there other?
Yeah, so we started with T-shirts. Now we also do enamel pins,
Mm.
but our bread and butter is still the T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
Was it like? Are you the like an artist, and you guys like had like how did that like blossom into?
Yeah. So my brother is the main artist. I help him out on the side with the concept sketches and the coloring.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, he does it. So we started out because I've always been a fan of his artwork. We went to Long Beach Comic Con, which is a local show over here.
That's awesome.
And then I noticed that people were buying artwork of just regular fans that were talented. They had booths there and tables. I told my brother, dude, like I think like with your artwork, we could probably sell your art. You know, like if you could take the lead. At first, he didn't want to do it. After a little bit of push, and like it's like okay, let's start on this.
Oh, sounds like somebody we know.
Yeah. Yes, of course. I will not name
Oh,
names.
okay.
They will go nameless. We'll discuss afterwards when the microphones and the camera are off.
But
Everybody's got one of those in their life, a little
Yeah.
thorn in their side.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah.
But you guys make you guys also make some cool coffee mugs. I was able to get
Oh,
a coffee mug from
sweet.
them a while back. So
T-shirts,
next
I'm a
coffee
next
mugs,
coffee
next
mug
coming is
lover. I collect
frisbees and
them.
pogs.
Oh,
And visors.
Yeah.
You a pog collector, Miguel?
Pogs, those are
Those
so
are cool.
my
Yeah.
thing
Hey.
a long time ago.
If you guys make pogs, bring back Alf.
All right.
Oh my
Yeah. Dude, pogs were awesome, man, back in the days.
Yeah.
Yeah, sheesh.
Totally.
Kids were into them.
Yeah.
I was too old, but yes, I knew what they were.
You have like the slammer. type
I
thing.
remember. I didn't think much of them. Like,
That's
what the hell is
hilarious.
that? We have better toys than that.
Like a slammer.
It's a milk
Yeah.
cap.
They were like so cool though.
I know kids were into
You
them.
like collect a bunch of them. Oh my god.
So what
So
in particular made you choose a specific design that you guys went out? Because I'm, again, I don't want to drop any names so we don't get like a cease and desist.
Right.
But what made you take that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we decided to go with zombies. So at first we're gonna do like nerd related designs, and then we asked a couple of people for opinions. I think even including the dojos, like
Yeah.
which ones work the best.
I remember.
And everybody loved like the horror and the zombie
Yeah.
designs. So we stuck with that, and we went with the strongest, and that's what we presented on Kickstarter.
And then That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now it's a real business.
Yeah.
So right now it's just that are you thinking of like expanding into like since you guys are part of like the martial art world like maybe rash guards or spats or valituro shorts or something sports bras like
That's a
things like
smart
that?
idea.
Yeah, we're thinking about patches for now, like on the geese. Like everyone's been asking for that, so I think
That's
we'll
cool.
go that route. Yeah.
Yeah, geese need that because we've only seen like the traditional patches. Now I think people are starting to come out with some more cool stuff. You know.
Right. Yeah, and I was surprised like how many of the guys in the dojos were like nerds. Even now they're helping us out like with our shows.
The biggest nerd is our instructor. You guys
That's
are
right.
more this guy's an L7 weenie, dude.
That's probably why we get along so well because
Yeah,
I'm
he
into
understands
comics.
you.
Yeah.
He understands you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. We got Tino Evo on camera there. That's a little bit of their artwork. If you see that up front, the Live, Die, Live logo there.
Right.
Is that Caesar the monkey? Who is that?
That's Frenzy the monkey. Yeah. This was before Caesar.
That's before
Yeah.
Caesar?
Pre Caesar.
I dig that monkey, though.
Yeah.
That's a cool little guy. That'd be a cool jujitsu thing for monkey stuff like that. I dig that.
Yeah.
Make
It
a
would be
patch like
cool to
that.
throw on a rash guard
Hell yeah.
or on a gi.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like you were saying like the zombie thing
Yeah.
like
Right.
just like that kind of you see all these like funky rash guards but I haven't seen any like extremely cool ones that are like zombie or horror like not like mainstream mainstream horror movies but
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
ones that are like off of that. I think that would be really dope.
When the artist gets here tonight, we'll talk to him.
The one I do remember you guys made a specific fight shirt for Henry Corellis, right?
Yeah. Like that was one of our first collabs, and we're so honored that he helped us out.
He's a homie,
Yeah.
Yeah, he went and got it tattooed.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
wow.
did.
Seen
That's
that.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
like,
heavy.
The zombie designed. So my brother drew a zombie version of himself and gave it to him as a gift as a thank you.
Oh wow.
And he had it
so
like
dope.
tattooed on his leg.
That's a pretty cool tattoo though.
tattooed the
you know
bio-
what I mean?
Biohazard
I tattooed myself
symbol.
on my leg.
Yeah.
He's like
It's original
Steve-O,
though,
dude.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like any
No, the dude's
anything
for
else.
real,
It's-
dude. He's
Yeah.
representing everybody like that
Yeah.
has helped him. That's
That is
unbelievable,
cool. Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
For sure.
We're so humbled, man. Like when he helped us out, even at that thing, Long Beach Fight Night, he was already repping us. Like
Yeah.
he already had our logo on his gi, I think.
That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
or his fight shorts.
And-
On his shorts, I remember.
yeah.
Now he's
yeah.
on the world stage
Yep.
with his last Bellator win. That was pretty significant. So we'll see who he gets as the next opponent.
Yeah.
You know, and that was a real strong win. That was out of
Yeah.
control. You know what I
Right,
mean?
Right.
A real dominant
great fight,
striker.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
stepping it up
Yeah.
so much. Incredible. What'd you think of all the action over the weekend with Conor McGregor and all that was going on with that?
I was loving it, man.
Yeah.
Like I thought like the UFC kind of needs that now. It's been stale for the past 2 or 3 months.
It got people's eyes on it.
needed- Like
Yeah.
he's the man. If you think about it in every aspect, like he's the one that brings the heat and all like surrounding parts of it, not
Yeah.
just the fighting part. Like
Yeah.
he talks the best shit. He backs it up. Like he just knows how to like bring people's blood to a boil, and everybody's just like, oh my god, they're so watching it. So this is just like super like Conor McGregor style. Like of course he did that.
I'm kind of shocked that he didn't get thrown in jail because people got hurt. People
Yeah,
actually couldn't
yeah.
go make money. Like he stopped
I
people
la-
from doing their
I
jobs.
actually laughed when he was for his arraignment because you could tell he was scared, dude. So I'm like,
he did look
well,
a
you
little.
know he does. I mean, that dude doesn't want to like jeopardize his career.
well, then why
in that
fake the
aspect or
funk? I
whatever,
mean,
but-
that's not who he is. So.
I get the shit talking. I get all that, but the
So do I. I mean, I
breaking
know
the
he's
window
trying-
and glass in the person's face. Who was that? Chiesa couldn't even
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Chiesa had to pull from the fight.
Yeah.
That's a little far. You know, that's a little more than assault when you're getting glass in your
Yeah.
face and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Sucks.
Right? Vandalism, I get. Okay, that's fine. I mean, whatever. Pay your fee or whatever it is to get away with that. But yeah, we'll see if he. I didn't sound
I
like there were
think
big
like-
charges.
I honestly think he's trying too hard to be Nate Diaz, or he wishes he was Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he doesn't come from that background, so
No,
he'll
he's
never be
not.
that.
Right.
He'll
He
never
just
be
plays
that.
the front.
Yeah,
so-
that's not a thug.
Yeah, no, exactly.
No, that's just being
He's
a
from
punk.
Ireland.
That's
out
just
of
being
all
a punk.
places.
Yeah,
He's definitely not a thug
yeah.
for sure. Even though he tries to be like
Yeah.
thuggish.
But when he was in Ireland, did he also get into it with like a mobster or something that tried to?
I don't know.
his
That's what I
friends-
heard, and they like pay them off to leave him
Yeah, his
alone.
friend's house got robbed by the mobster, so he
He-
confronted the mobster.
He's
Wow, I
a-
don't know anything about
Yeah.
that.
He's definitely a hothead.
Yeah,
But you know what's cool is that he backs up his like homies. They're like his family through and through. So Like,
He did it on camera.
I mean, he doesn't care. He's like,
Jesus.
oh, you're fucking with my
Right.
family. You're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and he does not care, and that's one thing I respect and admire
Right.
about him.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
thought
know.
that was pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
do.
that's what
I
I
didn't
respect
like that.
that.
I didn't like
Yeah.
it. It's good that
Yeah.
we're opposing
Yeah.
ideas here because I just thought it wasn't anything to build the fight up. In fact, it took away a lot from the fight.
It did.
It
did.
broke down a lot of the main card. It brought in people at the last minute that didn't actually bring anything to the fight.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I don't know. It may have built him up because negative press is still press, so it keeps
Right.
him in the limelight.
Right.
So for himself, he's a great marketer.
Oh yeah.
I think UFC should be really pissed at him. So but that's just my opinion. We'll
But
see.
it's more like, it's like you said, like it's even like more people want to see the negative shit than they do the positive.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they'd rather watch, like a train wreck on the side of the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, it's kind of like what that was.
It was. It was a
Everybody's like,
spectacle.
"Ooh,
But then it
shit."
also makes mixed martial arts look like a circus.
Like WWE, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh,
a.
like, totally.
But it's the last thing you need when you're trying to legitimize. You know what I mean? And make this the world's #1 watch sport.
Next,
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's gonna set the bus on fire with everybody in it. Watch.
Oh, shit.
You never know. I
Uh,
didn't think he would
like
do
as a
that.
WWE spectacle kind of.
Oh, I
thing.
see. I see.
Yeah.
He could go join Ronda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do over there. Well, then it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
yeah, absolutely. What was the big fight? Oh, Namajunas versus Young Jacek. Is that I say that right?
Jędrzejczyk.
Joanna. What'd you think of that fight?
I was happy for Thug Rose, man.
Yeah, me too. I was voting for Rose,
Yeah, yeah.
all the way,
I
100%.
thought she did.
Yeah.
I mean, like
I-
she straight up.
Joanna
took
looked
her-
like Burger.
She beat her at her own game, and
Yeah.
that was just like
Right.
to me. I'm like, man, somebody needed to humble that girl, and she still like talked so much trash after the first one, and like, oh, it was coincidence or whatever. Like, no,
Yeah.
and this just like showed that Rose. I mean, her skill set better in all aspects of the game. Better.
She changed it up quite a bit, and I noticed when she throws that right hand, she's leaning quite a ways into it, and you have to retract. But before she'd retract, she'd throw a left hook, so she could retract, and it caught Joanna quite a few times,
Her
so that she
face
couldn't
was
go after her.
beat up.
You know what I mean? So she wasn't just a one-trick pony. She was
Yeah, no.
prepared. And it was that kind of striking that kind of led her to the win. So it's amazing that she beat her at her own game.
Mhm.
She didn't even get to the ground with her. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was that takedown at the end, but what is that? It wasn't
was
worth
just
nothing,
for
right? It wasn't even a legitimate
little extra.
control. Exactly. There was no control. There was no submission attempt
It
or
just
anything of
sealed
that
the deal.
sort.
I feel like it
That's
was
it.
just to show that she could do it.
Yeah.
And, that was
And that's
that.
cool. I'm actually cool with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
But like her footwork, her head movement, like her body movement, everything was just like you could tell that was probably a huge part of her game plan or whatever. It just was almost flawless. You know what I mean?
it seemed like Joanna actually was just doing Joanna.
Yep.
She didn't bring anything new to the table,
Mm-mm.
where Rose was ready for it.
Yeah, she
And no
she was
one
about
thought that.
trying to prove something, you
Right?
know, like it was just a fluke on the second.
That's
very
right.
very
But it
similar
wasn't.
to like
Yeah.
Totally.
Rousey. Like
Yeah.
when you get when she fought oh my god, Holly Holm. Like after she got knocked out, it was like okay, and then she comes back. It's like, what are you gonna do
You
different?
gotta
Yeah.
change the
like
game.
you can't. You're not.
You're not a striker. Don't
you're not a
strike.
striker.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
strike. Or and
Right.
if you are planning on doing that, you better
Incorporate footwork with
incorporate
it.
some huge game plan, and that's what like huge.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
No, not at all. And that's why I was shocked because everybody assumed that Joanna would bring the violence, as I heard. People were
Yeah.
saying she's violent. She's going to be so violent.
Yeah, like
She's going to bring it this time. She
bloodshed.
took it for granted the first time, and that's why Rose was able to accomplish what she did. I'm like, I don't think so.
no.
And it didn't happen that way. Yeah, she was a little bit more prepared this time, but
Right.
not prepared enough.
It's
You
still
know?
not enough,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And if she went for that takedown in the fifth round or later on the fight, she should have done it earlier, you know?
Yeah.
Like, don't do it when you're losing the fight.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, so. Regarding back to Ronda.
Yeah,
so
tell me
since-
about
since-
Ronda. What are your thoughts
since-
about that?
Since you fight, do you think that's the coach's fault that she stood up with her last in her last fight, or is that more on her?
It's a team sport.
Yeah,
so
it's a team
I hate
sport.
to
I
take
mean-
away from that, but that's where I see it.
I mean, I feel like
A loss for you is a loss for your team. Your team really should have set you up for
yeah,
success.
and like I mean,
Right, okay.
your coach is kind of like the key opponent, key person in the circle, right? Because they're
Right,
the one
right.
that should be making or studying game plan and stuff like that, and kind of guiding you in that
Yeah,
direction.
okay,
But
okay.
also like you said, it's a team thing. Like if people saw on your team, like if that was me and people saw that, okay, clearly her striking is not her strong point, then they would go back to the drawing board and make that your strong point.
Okay.
So,
okay.
or say, okay, if you're completely uncomfortable and we can't fix this, or, you know, like you don't see improvement, how do we get you to shine where you are the best, which is in your judo and grappling?
How do we
Yeah.
get you to
How do
close
we
the
get you
distance?
yeah, like
Right.
how do we get that? Like personally, I would have like, not that I'm some famous coach, but I would have worked on closing the distance with strikes
Okay,
effectively
okay,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and getting her into a clinch to throw and execute her grappling game, which is what she is like the best at.
Yeah.
Instead, it was like I don't know, it was partly her, partly the whatever, but they had it in her head that she could stand and bang. And
It might have been a misleading the way that they really highlighted her mitt work. It was very
Right.
misleading in that, oh, she could strike. Well, no, that's mitt work.
that's
Right,
mitt.
right.
You know what?
Mitts don't hit you back
Anybody
necessarily.
can look like a badass on the mitt.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Even
Your
me.
your
Especially if you got a
striking-
good holder.
Yeah, as your striking can look flawless,
Right?
on the
Yeah,
mitts.
yeah.
Your kicks can look flawless.
And that's all
But
I
the
ever
second
saw.
Someone throws some leather back in your face.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what was I throwing? A 1-2-1? What?
Did we ever see, or did anybody ever see any footage of her actually sparring?
I
I
No,
saw mitt
I
work
never.
all the time.
No.
At
Yeah.
most
And I
rollers,
heard
that's
people
about
say,
it.
"Oh my God, she's right on. Look how hot she is at mitts." I'm like, "It's just mitts.
Yeah.
Don't do it."
Like,
you know what I mean?
Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah.
I think that would have benefited her greatly, is getting her ass handed to her in practice.
And
like,
maybe that didn't happen, right? So clearly something happened. So
I think
nobody
like
handed
they
it to her.
kind of like,
They're a
and I
boxing
don't
gym.
know. I think they were like it was like they covered her like this precious little gem that was just like, you know, they thought that
Unbeatable.
unbeatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the Titanic.
And it was like this little gem that they had in this like glass case, and then somebody just went in there and roundhouse kicked that fucking case down.
What,
and they
what a
were
tough
like,
place
"Oh,
to be.
shit."
It's a tough place to be. So she's not only the champ, but she's consecutively won and she never goes the distance. They're not going 5 rounds.
Right.
She's finishing
Right.
people quick
Yeah.
and doing it over and over and over. And people that are legitimate fighters.
Yeah.
Kat Zingano's a legitimate fighter.
Misha
Misha Tate's a
Tate.
legitimate
Misha,
fighter.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she's doing these things, and people know. So that's the toughest opponent. Somebody says, "I'm going to armbar you," and then they go and armbar you. Like, what the
Yeah.
hell? I know how to defend an armbar, but they got me.
Yeah.
And she's doing this over and over and over, and then everybody's telling you you're wonderful. And then you become a superstar because you're doing movies and everything else. So she's got all that working against. That's the whole world against
Yeah.
you. So I kind of feel for her.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
no, totally.
So if
Yeah.
the first question was, do
Pressure.
you think her coach let her down? Somebody's got to be looking out for you.
Yeah,
And if your
yeah.
coach isn't looking out for you, you can fall down that hill real
Yeah.
quick.
Right. Right.
So is it him to blame? Everybody to blame? I mean, gosh, you can point the finger all day long.
I was gonna say probably all of them
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it's a
because
like
they've
you said,
told her
it's a team
before
effort.
that they said how even her mom told her to can that dude.
and
You
her
know, she's
mom
still-
is her
and
best
she's-
coach.
yeah, and she's
Yeah.
still
Mom
she's
knows
still-
best. Mom's
just think,
hardcore.
like,
Yeah.
if you look back
Good
on
point.
all the ways that she won previously, you would go back to the roots and kind of like be like, okay, these are what got me to
That's
where
right.
I am.
Right.
How did I
So
become
how do I
champ?
Yeah,
implement this
yeah.
again against this person?
Yeah.
Because like for instance, when she went, Holly Holm is a kickboxer and a pro boxer
Pro boxer.
of an elite level,
Yeah.
an extreme elite level.
And she
like,
moves the entire time.
so okay, how do we execute what you're the best at against this person who's going to use footwork,
Yeah.
and they know what you want.
Yeah.
They know you want the takedown.
Yeah.
Like-
She would cut her off. She was always one step ahead of her. There was no attempt for
She
takedown that was ever
She
close.
couldn't clinch with her.
Not at all.
No, not even close.
And
right?
so it was
And counter
like-
striking.
Mhm.
That would stuff it. You're not just stuffing a takedown. She'd counter strike and hurt her.
Yeah. so
Devastating counter striking.
I just think it was not prepared. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Clearly.
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
like, oh, okay, you have to prepare for that person. I don't think that was.
So she comes back and she fights the next fight. What's her name? Girl with that lion head on.
Nunez.
Nunez,
oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
God, how did
Amanda
we all
Nunez.
be
Yeah, yeah,
totally
yeah,
put it
yeah,
out for a
yeah.
second?
I
Are
know,
we?
but she fights Amanda, and what does she bring or not bring to the table? How did that fight differ? What do you
Oh,
think?
dude? I thought that fight was even the worst one
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, I know, I
felt-
agree.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one, you're right. Like she ate a little bit of leather, and like everybody saw that she would be fairly easily to knock out.
Yeah.
So
So she was already spiritually broken by
I
then.
think so.
I think
So maybe it would have been different if she had Nunes first. I
Maybe.
wonder.
Yeah.
How that would have played out.
Right.
You know what I mean? The order, if that would have.
She
She wasn't.
Holly home to disrupt the.
She
chain
busted
of
her
events.
up. She busted her up.
that was rough.
The
man.
Give me
whole
about
mental
New
process.
Mexico.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. That's right. Did you train with her out there?
No, I've been to tons of her like local boxing things.
Yeah.
'Cause, but I never got to train with her at Winks because before I moved to Maine, she was only doing boxing.
Yeah.
So and then
She didn't mix it up yet.
she hadn't mixed it up yet. So
How's
really
New
cool.
Mexico? Is it kind of like Breaking Bad?
That's why we have Tino Weaver in the house. He goes right
Totally.
to the heart of it. So you cooking stuff up in your garage or what?
The last time I
I'm
was out there, there was like
not,
animals
but
everywhere.
further
dude.
up north.
Yeah.
You
She'd be
know?
financing the show if that was the case.
But yeah, I mean, obviously that's exactly what New Mexico looks like because it was shot in New Mexico and
Right.
Albuquerque.
I thought it was in Riverside.
But it's great. It's crazy.
no
'cause
idea.
The,
It was in
the,
Tribuco.
the people and like the accents and the way that people talk in the show is so like on point.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
That's crazy. I
It's
kind of thought
funny.
so.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so funny and like the low riders and like the
It's the whole
all
Cholo
that-
scene.
oh,
yeah.
yeah. that's
I
New
figured as
Mexico
much.
through and through.
Even though they're 10 years behind on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I'm from LA. It's a little different.
It's funny how accurate it is.
Yeah. Anyways, make sure you like us and share our link on Facebook, on YouTube,
Check us out on Instagram.
Send it out to your
Follow us.
friends. Follow us.
Check
Yeah.
out Tino Evil. What's your guys' Instagram?
Tino Evil.
Tino Evil.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Everything's Tino Evil.
T with two
Tea,
E's.
no
Yeah.
As
evil,
in
like
tea.
like tea.
Yeah.
For
Not in
Tea,
tea
no
that you
evil.
drink.
Oh, cool! And you can see it in the background
yeah,
there.
yeah.
That's it in a nutshell
There
right
he's
there.
at. There they are at.
Yeah,
Cool
so
stuff.
On the right hand side, well,
Those ladies?
my left, yeah. So those are the girls from Suicide Girls. So we were fortunate to work with them for C2E2.
Seaside
cool.
Seaside Grill they're called?
Suicide Girls.
Oh, Suicide
Suicide
Girls.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Suicide Girls. Seaside Grill not so
I was
much.
like, what is that?
Yeah, well,
Sounds
is
good.
that a restaurant from
Yeah, it's
Chicago?
Lobster.
That's right. Clam chowder.
Yeah. So
and clam chowder.
I like their outfits. It's pretty cool.
yeah, they were
That's dope.
dressed up as Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Nope.
So that was from the event. Was that this past weekend? This event?
This was the past weekend. Yeah, we flew in Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Got there Thursday morning.
That's pretty cool.
Loaded
Oh.
everything in.
You guys are
Yeah.
busy guys, man.
Dude, it's been
It's
busy.
a national company
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Very fortunate, you know.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We have the opportunity.
That's really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I get the phone call. Hey man, can you get us rooms in Atlanta? Hey man, you know what I mean? Like,
Right, yeah.
you guys are getting busy.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it though. I'm
yeah.
always
That's
excited
so
for
cool.
you. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
How was
cool.
Atlanta?
hot.
Atlanta was cool, man.
Really?
I was surprised how nice it looked. Like the city.
How nice it looked.
Yeah,
I
it
agree.
wasn't like Walking Dead. Everything was green and the weather was nice.
Yeah.
But that was probably because we went, I think, around October too. So.
Okay.
After the
It was
hot
like,
season.
It wasn't like I
Yeah.
see in Gucci Mane music videos and stuff.
Oh no. no. Yeah, like people there were super friendly.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
very nice. I guess they have that southern hospitality.
Yeah.
Did you eat any good
Yeah.
food?
I did. I had some fried chicken.
Of course.
And then it turned out that they also have one in LA, so I was like, oh,
Perfect.
That's not too special.
Oh,
yeah.
that does take away from the authenticity.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because everybody was saying like, oh yeah, you have to check out this fried chicken. And then on the cup, it says their location, and there's one in Atlanta, and then there's also one in LA. I was like, oh.
What's the name of the restaurant?
I can't remember, dude. It's supposed to be like world famous fried chicken.
Roscoe's.
I want to go there.
Roscoe's?
You went to
Yeah,
Roscoe's?
I haven't
Oh,
been
we'll
to
go. We're gonna make
Roscoe's.
that. We're gonna have to make a Gym Crashers outing to Roscoe's and eat some waffles for Miguel and
Chicken
chicken for
waffles.
us.
Yeah,
right?
Yep.
Chicken and
Lots of
waffle
waffles.
sandwiches. We'll just
I love
stack
that.
it in
Mac
hot
and cheese.
sauce.
yeah.
Yeah, they got all of it.
And I'm down for collard greens.
Are you?
Ah, fuck
You can
it.
I
have
like
mine.
all things that are food, pretty much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I like all
Okay.
good food.
Are you saying it's not good?
No, I never had it.
It's good, man.
I can do a waffle, but with chicken, I don't know. I don't see the allure. I like my breakfast with my breakfast and my dinner with my dinner.
Yeah, it's a good
I have to
combination.
agree with you there, but
I don't
I've never
get-
tried them together.
Yeah.
So
It's a late night thing. They said there was some late night hotspot somewhere on the Mississippi Delta, and they were throwing stuff together at the last minute to feed people coming out of a club.
well,
it's
if you're
not-
drunk, everything's
Exactly. This is
When you're
not.
fucked
This
up,
is
like,
not cuisine.
good. Gas station food
You know what
is
I mean?
good.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
this is what's left
Even
over.
King Taco is good.
You know what I mean? So how people praise it, I will never understand. Doesn't make sense to me.
Hey, my brother
Right?
is a fan of King Taco.
I like King Taco.
Oh, we
too.
love
I'm
King
just
Taco.
saying.
You guys like it?
I love King Taco,
Yeah?
dude. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, sometimes when people throw the last of everything together, it does come out to be something special. Sometimes.
Right.
I mean, I was traveling
All the
for business.
leftovers in the fridge.
I'm traveling for business, and I drink heavily when I'm on a plane because I get all anxious and everything. I flew through a hurricane once. So I get off a plane, and I'm hammered. And it's like 9 o'clock in Dallas. And a little Mexican lady staying at a Taco Bell, and they're closing up because they close super early in an airport. And she takes everything in God's name and says, "Mijo, I'm going to take care of you." And she puts everything into a tortilla. I mean, everything. It was like not on the menu.
Yeah.
It was the best burrito. I mean, because I was
Oh
hammered
my
too. But it
God.
was a garbage pail
Yeah,
of a
the-
burrito. Everything
the
everything she had left
Crisco
over
Cenex.
just went into
Yeah.
it was a donkey. You know what I mean?
A
It was
donkey
That's
burrito.
it wasn't the baby donkey. It was a donkey. And I pounded that thing, and I was ready to drive. I was all good.
That sobered you up real quick.
Got my rental car, and I hit the hotel. But yeah, so I mean, I'm down. If you guys want to go do chicken and waffles, I'm in. It sounds like
I'm
a
down
good thing.
for whatever.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
are you guys going to be showing a move or something?
What was that?
Well, what we're going to do, let me speak for him.
Okay.
We're going to do 3 minutes of rolling between the Tay brothers. We normally do Technique
Oh,
of the
no.
Week, but they're dressed in their Tino Evil and jeans. So they're going to kick their shoes off. They're going to head over to the mini dojo. We're going to break while they go into that segment. So if you guys want to walk over now and just get prepared, we will give you the thumbs up when it's live. Maybe talk
Let
about
me warm up, man. Let me warm up.
what you're going to do, warm up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do a 3-minute round. We're going to hit the timer. And brother against brother.
No,
How many rounds is there?
it's Valley
One
Kudo.
round.
Just one
Everything
One
goes.
3-minute round.
All right.
One 3-minute round starting on the
Fighting,
feet.
fish hooking.
So I want to see
It's
a
all legal.
judo throw. I want to see a double leg takedown.
Headbutts.
When it
Nut
gets to
biting.
the ground, yeah.
Nut biting,
biting.
nut pulling, nut pinching,
Oil
nut
checking.
If you're
nut
gonna rely on
twisting,
your kung fu background with Jeet Kune Do, I'm okay with that.
oil checking, and then eye
You know?
gouging him so you get it all in there.
Give him pink eye.
And then when we come back, we'll have Francis Tay on camera. We had Franco Tay. Probably both. We'll
throw
discuss
both
that,
of
work
them
it
on
out.
there, 'cause that's
Okay.
how it's-
Yeah.
We'll give
I
up a
need to
chair,
talk
get
to
them both on, see the brothers together. But if you want to go ahead and cut, we're going to go ahead and meet you over there and get warmed up, get ready, and we're going to have a 3-minute round between Franco Tay and Francis Tay, the Tino Evil brothers. Gym Crashers, my name is Dondo. I'm here with my counterpart 86. We're at Rounders MMA in Santa Ana, California. Come on in, follow us into the dojo. Gym Crashers, my name is Dondo. I'm here with my counterpart 86. We're at Rounders MMA in Santa Ana, California. Come on in, follow us into the dojo. It's a busy program. We've got multiple classes going on right now. Val himself is busy. We're looking to pin him down and get a good interview. All right, Gym Crashers, we're here at Valquach, Rounders MMA, Santa Ana, California, with Maria. Maria, how long have you been training here?
A little bit over 4 years.
4 years, and what is your main focus? You do a little bit of everything?
I do everything, but my main focus right now is Muay Thai.
Very good. Maria's actually running things up here. If you come in the front door, she might be the first person you see. As you can tell, it's a very, very busy gym. So come talk to Maria if you're interested in any of the programs. I'm sure she can explain things to you. So tell me about your Muay Thai experience. Is your coach here today?
Yes, he is. It's actually Valquach himself. I've also trained with Hugo himself. I've actually trained with all of the instructors here, so I know everybody pretty well. I've been here a very long time. I love all of the different classes that we have. And of course, yeah, like you mentioned, just come in. I'll take care of you guys. I can tell you guys anything about any of the classes.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. How about a shout out for Bao?
Yeah, definitely. The man.
I love it. All right, thank you, Maria. It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely.
All right, this is the kids program here. They're all getting ready. Coach is lining them up. Just across the way, we got a kids boxing program in place. Boxing ring is full. Boxing coach has them actually sparring. Headgear on, boxing gloves on, going for it. All right, we're here at Rounders MMA with Jonathan Marroquin. You're the instructor of the kids program, correct?
Yes, sir, I am.
Wonderful. And how long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been with Rounders for a little over a year, and I started coaching maybe a couple months ago for the kids and stuff. So, you know, I have a little experience from before, and so now I just, you know, I use whatever experience that I had from before, and I use it with the kids, and it works wonders. So
that's really cool. Where did you start out at?
I started originally at Foothill High School. I used to coach the high school kids team over there, and then I taught a kids program that they had, and then also a lot of my experience comes from the military. I was in the Marines for 8 years, so
different stories. I love it. In different rooms.
I agree 100%. All right. We're Gym Crashers Live. We're here with the two gentlemen from Tino Evil, Franco Tay, Francis Tay. They're going to roll for 3 minutes, brother on brother, live action here at Gym Crashers. And before we get going in that direction, remember to like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube, subscribe, send the link to your friends. And I'm going to turn it over to the guys. They're going to have a 3-minute round live right here because Tino Evil's the real thing. They don't just print t-shirts. They throw, they roll, they do it all. All right, guys, it's on.
All right. All right.
Hit it.
All right. All right.
One minute.
Damn.
Here's a kick. Like one of these. Yeah. 20 seconds. Six, 5, 4. Time. Oh.
rolling.
Are we back?
Where they're going with their talk.
And we are back. Gym Crashers Live. Waiting for Frank Ote and Francis Ote. Tay. Oh, no shit. Oh. Tay. The Tay brothers. Did I get that right?
Yeah. I haven't rolled in probably 3 months. Feels good
That
though.
was quite a demonstration of some high-level jiu-jitsu from two guys that are mainly selling T-shirts these days, and they roll when they can.
Yeah, that's
That was
unfortunate though.
I saw some
That was
jiu-jitsu,
good.
I saw some judo.
Some kung fu at the end. With the
some ass whipping foo.
Ass whipping. So, guys, how was that?
Oh, tiring.
That was fun.
That was a 3-minute round for everybody, if you didn't know.
I haven't rolled
3
for a while,
minutes.
so
Yeah.
it's a good workout.
Yes.
Go closer to the mics, fellas, so they can hear you.
You're breathing
And
very
he's
hard right
always,
now.
yeah. We need water, man.
Dondo, water boy. He's looking for it.
Okay, so you're the imaginary creative side of the brand, yes?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
But he chips in. Like
Uh huh.
a lot of the ideas are his,
Okay.
and then he'll do like a sketch, and then I'll polish it up.
Nice.
Oh, wow. So
Okay.
you both are involved in the art part of it,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
drawing part of it.
And,
And
the
then-
business too.
And then I asked him earlier, but then I wanted to get your input on it too. So what drove you guys to choose that specific genre, if you would, zombies and
Horror.
Horror.
yeah.
I just felt it was our strong suit
Okay.
because we've always loved horror movies.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here.
Yeah. Friday the 13th, like
Yeah. Uh huh.
Halloween. Yeah.
So what are you
So-
guys' favorite movies?
For horror,
Yeah.
I would say I do like the Romero's,
Okay.
Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah. For sure. What about you?
It's classic.
I like Exorcist.
Really?
Yeah.
That was really
that thing
scary.
freaking scares me, man. If it's
I
this day.
I have to say that I've always loved Stephen King movies, but
Oh, yeah.
because they're classic. But my first horror movie ever that I ever got to watch was the movie It. And my parents were like super strict when
TV.
I was younger, so we never got to watch anything that was like over PG, maybe PG-13. So the first like slumber party I ever went to, we watched the movie It, and I was scared to death. Like I was like terrified, and I think that's where it like snowballed. For
I'm gonna
me.
say my parents never sheltered me at all. So
Mine
You
were
were
like
like-
overbearingly.
I was like 5 when I saw the first like Chucky movie, dude, and that shit like fucked me up, you know. But
like nightmares to be
Yeah.
in the bed.
no, for reals. Like they had to change out like 8 mattresses. No I'm kidding. No, but yeah, no, that was probably mine, hands down. You know, as far as I never really got too much into any other stuff. for
Yeah,
some
so
reason.
Chuck is your thing.
Yeah.
There's people that would see our shirts and like walk away from it because like it brings back memories.
Oh wow.
It's usually Chucky or the clown, like It.
Oh really?
That's what scares people the most.
People
Yeah.
hate clowns, and I'm not like a fan. I'm not like, oh wow, clowns are rad, but I'm just saying like that movie scared the shit out of me then, and even the new one that they came out with is it's pretty damn scary.
Yeah, it felt
Good.
a little bit more like an adventure film, right?
Yeah.
The older one was more horror, like
Yeah.
straight out horror. Yeah. So that's
So-
why the shirt we did was from the.
So then,
Oh, wait, you have an It shirt?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, we have a Pennywise one.
Yeah.
I need this shirt.
Yes.
that's cool.
I must have this.
So
It's
you guys
probably
made
on
you guys made like a Dodgers rib like a couple years ago maybe?
Yeah, it's an homage in a way.
Yeah.
'Cause the
That's
new-
cool. And
the new-
then now you have a Raiders one.
I have a Raiders one too. Yeah.
Nice. So you guys plan to make any other stuff like that?
We have a Jordan one. I think it's on Instagram.
Oh,
one of
really?
The first ones.
Let's see. Oh, anywho, why don't you
Yeah.
pull that up? Yeah.
It's a parody of right there on the left, the monkey.
Oh no way!
Oh,
That's
yeah.
dope,
Yeah.
dude.
That's our logo, and we call him Frenzy. So
Nice.
Nice, man.
Yeah, so we already thought about that design a long time ago. We just didn't have the perfect time for it. But since we're gonna be in Chicago, we're like, dude, let's
That'd be
Let's-
dope. That's
let's
dope.
drop it over there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
wow.
what we did. Yeah.
So it was like a Jordan.
So was it a successful trip? Like you guys set up a booth? And
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was probably our toughest trip ever. Just traveling over there. It was snowing.
Oh
it
damn.
was
the-
rough over there.
The day we arrived,
Yeah.
and the day we left, it was snowing.
Oh.
I admire the people that live there, man.
Yeah.
But- So it's that cold, huh?
It
Yeah.
snowed. Yeah, like at this when we came back here, it was hot here, but when we left the airport over there, it was snowing. Crazy.
And the drivers are pretty crappy.
It's like Mad Max
Yeah.
over there. Nobody
wow.
follows the lanes. The lines on the lanes
Oh,
don't
wow.
mean anything.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The signals don't mean anything. We saw
Similar
a
to
truck run a
here.
red light.
Really?
He saw no one was there. He just ran it. It was like
Oh wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're
what
just
what
like,
what would you say out of all places that you guys have been to is a highlight that or one that
In-
sticks out?
All the other states.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Really?
Seattle was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Good food.
Was it a Comic-Con or was it a?
That was also a Comic-Con.
Also Comic-Con,
yeah.
ECC.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually have a funny story about a Comic-Con in Seattle. So
Really?
me and Jessica went up to Seattle just on a whim,
Yeah.
and coincidentally they were having like a Comic-Con that weekend, and this like chubby nerdy kid, like we were doing this this like ghost tour thing of like haunted places in Seattle,
Okay.
and this kid like, you know, him and his girlfriend or whatever, and they had their like 3-day weekend pass. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, the badges.
And the motherfucker lost it, and he threw like a fit, like in the middle of like our tour, like a
Wow.
like a 5-year-old tantrum. And his chick's like, it's okay, we'll just go back. And he's like, I want to go back now. We're leaving. This sucks. So I never actually realized, and I kind of looked at him and I was kind of like, dude, what a square, you know. But I never realized how serious people like actually take those.
They're
Like,
Yeah.
Well, because they
Ready.
planned their whole weekend
Yeah, yeah,
around
yeah,
the
yeah.
con. So if he had a 3-day badge,
yeah.
and that was only the first day, then
Oh,
he
I
mu-
could see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
I think it
pretty
was
lit.
like on Friday night, and he
Oh,
lost
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
you know?
so there's
Oh.
a Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah,
Totally
but it was
makes
just funny
sense
because
now.
he made
Yeah.
like a total scene, like just yeah, like
I
Oh.
probably would have too.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
come on.
They got a plan
And
ahead.
That shit's
Right.
probably not cheap.
Yeah.
Either,
Yeah.
you
They're
know?
not. They're not
that,
very
that
cheap.
event in Seattle sells out.
It
I think
sells
within
out.
5 days of their sales.
Damn.
Oh, really?
It goes out,
Wow.
so that's probably why he was upset.
So it's not like it's not like he can just buy
It's
new
all
ones.
making sense now, right?
It's like
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, yeah.
damn, dude.
Someone's
Okay.
still there.
So what did you guys like? What made that one like? I mean, is it just
Special?
the vibe or?
It was as far as as sales, that was our best one.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And the people were very supportive. They like independent artists.
yeah.
They supported a lot of my original designs. My
cool.
original character, the
Uh-huh.
monkey. He
That's dope.
bought a bunch of
Yeah, yeah.
hoodies. So it was just it felt special, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for sure.
And
That's
the
cool.
city is nice.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
so
Seattle's
there's trees
dope, yeah.
everywhere. In downtown, there's a lot of trees.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
That's cool. Do you guys ever make it down to the San Diego one?
We're hoping to. We're on the list. So
Oh, really?
Crossing fingers.
Because that's the main one, isn't
That's
it?
the main one, yeah.
That's the biggest
So you
one.
get on the list and then you just wait for them
So
to call you?
just wait until so I guess the way the costs are set up, it's by category. So they could only have so many comic book dealers, so many shirt vendors.
Yeah.
So right now it's filled. So we have to wait until somebody gets out from the clothing, the apparel.
The shirt
Yeah.
vendor
Gotcha.
section.
Okay.
Wow.
And then once they leave, then we get moved up. But we're still not on in the front of the list because there's still a really
Other-
long wait.
Oh wow.
But
No,
we keep trying, man. Like,
Yeah.
because I think our shirts are like very original, so we would just submit it anyways. Because there's times when they might feel like jurying it, which means they'll just accept you if they like you
Oh,
Wow, that's cool.
and kick
But
somebody
yeah, I
out.
can only imagine that being
Yeah,
like,
boot some motherfucker.
you know, like.
Give you guys a chance.
Right,
So
yeah,
how long
that's
have you guys been on this like waiting list? I guess.
What is it?
3 years now.
Whoa, no way.
Holy
Yeah.
shiz.
From what I heard, it's at least an 8-year wait.
Yeah.
Really, 8
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because
Jeez.
like all the shirt vendors over there like do so well, they're not gonna leave unless, from what I was told from the promoter, unless their company goes bankrupt or they die or something.
Or they get
Yeah.
booted.
You know.
They would have to get booted somehow.
Oh, wow.
They won't
Yeah.
leave. Yeah. good.
So we gotta make a trip down there to make some room for these guys.
Yep. There's a few shirts for you guys in the van.
You gotta take some vendors out. Just kidding.
So okay, so as far as like training, obviously me and Dondo know you guys from from
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was actually surprised. I didn't know you guys started with John Della O back when he was at his very. Well, I wouldn't say it's his first spot. I think it was
Lincoln?
his first
Oh,
spot in
the
the
one
area.
on
Yeah, the
Lincoln
one
by
on
the liquor
Lincoln.
store?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So how did you guys find him, or what brought you to him?
George, I don't know if you guys know George.
Renteria?
Renteria.
Okay, I remember
trained-
him. Yeah.
Yeah, trained with you guys, and then he trained with us in Kung Fu because he
Yeah.
wanted to do stand up with us.
So
Mhm.
we first started out in Kung Fu. It's
Yeah.
called Tai Go Guan, which is like a southern style.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it wasn't your typical like
Kung Fu style.
what do you call that? Like just the.
We do
katanas and all that.
grappling.
Yeah, so
Good.
we actually did hit each other.
We sparred. We actually
sparred,
boxed.
yeah.
And
Okay.
And
we,
we
Wow.
grappled too.
we did grappling, and the grappling isn't as efficient as in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But at that time, for our traditional martial arts, that grappling
Yeah.
was the shit. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so
and
George
then
came by.
George, trained with us at Kung Fu, and then I could tell the way he was rolling because I was already to like UFC, that he knew jiu-jitsu, but he just never said it.
He kept
So,
it on low
after,
down low.
One night I asked him if he trains in jiu-jitsu. He's like, yeah, I train with De La O.
Uh-huh.
And then he invited us to stop over at the Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Okay.
cool.
so
Wow,
you know,
right
he
on.
rolled with like.
So how often are you guys able to train nowadays? I mean, you guys got busy schedules and all.
I try to come in at least once a week.
Okay.
But I've missed the past 2 weeks already. So
Yeah. For me,
Dang.
probably once every like 60 days, 90
Oh
days.
shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been so busy.
Wow.
Like I miss it. Like so sometimes I still try to make a point just to stop by and say hi to everybody,
Yeah.
even though I can't roll because man,
it's a family.
yeah, that's my
you know.
family
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
cool.
That's cool, man.
When you're
Wow.
stressed, when you got life problems, you show
Yeah.
up at the dojo. It makes you feel better. You know.
Absolutely.
No,
Just
definitely.
being there
Yeah.
makes you feel better.
Yeah, it's a stress relief, and people never understand why I always say it's a stress relief. What, you get punched in the face? Yeah, but you're in the moment. You know, like you're not thinking about
No,
what,
for
Yeah.
sure.
what to
You don't
eat.
care if you had like a
We've
shitty
talked
day at
about
work or
this
something.
before,
Yeah.
where you're
You
just
know.
like completely like it does not matter what like anything else that's happening in your life or 2 minutes before you stepped into the gym, like
Yeah.
the second you start training, it's like all of that is just like gone from your mind.
You're trying to survive. You know, like
Yeah, and then
not get
you
hit.
just feel like euphoric after, and it's like
Yeah.
settling, and you're like your stress is it's not gone, but it's relieved for that moment.
And it's addicting.
Yeah.
feeling, you know.
No,
Do you
no,
still feel that way? You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When I train, I always feel like 100% better
Yeah.
after.
Mhm.
Even if I get my ass kicked, I'm like,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
It's
oh.
a mindset, right? Like
Yeah.
even if you get your ass kicked,
Right.
It happens.
it feels good. You survive. I mean, you're still alive. At the end of the, you know, like
Yeah.
you
Oh, pretty
learned a
much.
lot
It
from
happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, that's why I always state like, doesn't matter what rank you hold or
No.
whatever.
No.
I just mean shit.
This is
Yeah.
how big your heart. You got a big heart.
Pretty
you know,
much.
You're
Yeah.
tough.
And like a good friend of mine told me this weekend. He's just we're if you're confident, if you're confident in yourself, that doesn't shit like that doesn't matter.
Right.
You know. But I wanted to ask. So, do both of you guys draw, or is it just specifically?
Oh, he
Francis?
draws too.
Yeah.
Okay.
I draw too. Yeah.
But
Now,
it's-
have you guys been drawing like
since we're kids.
since
Pretty-
kids, or that's just kind of
Pretty
been you guys'
much.
thing?
Yeah.
You know, we all draw. I think we're
Yeah.
kids. It's just like we never really stopped. If you look at our notebooks, like instead of
Yeah.
having math problems in it, I'd have drawings all over
Yeah.
my notebooks.
Right.
You know, I always got bad grades for other classes except for art. You know, but
Is there
that's-
like a specific, I guess, another genre kind of a thing that you guys enjoy
like in terms of what
in
we
terms of
draw?
art? I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah. I like to draw like movie scenes and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Oh, cool.
Like landscapes per se.
Landscapes or just scenes like you watch a movie and there's a scene like a gunfight or whatever
Yeah,
scene
yeah.
that you enjoy. I would then go when I was a kid. I would just like after watching the movie, I would start drawing the scenes I like, and
That's pretty cool.
accurate like to the what they're wearing and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Because in a way, it
Yeah.
kind of makes it your own rendition. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but
You're
there's-
playing it in your head.
Yeah, you're
Right.
playing it in your head, so maybe it's not the exact same way you saw it.
Yeah.
You know.
We drew a lot of Rambos because we watched a lot of
Yeah.
Rambos when we were kids.
That's cool, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, there was no it's rated R. You can't watch it. We watched Rambo a lot.
Yeah.
That was our babysitter.
So then
That's awesome.
and what else is new for you guys? Like, what are you guys looking at in the future?
Just more shows. Always trying to improve our art, right? Like,
Yeah.
always learning from everybody.
And do you guys have like an upcoming show scheduled or?
What's the next one?
We have free comic book day at Comic Bug and then also at Metropolis Comics in Bellflower.
They're like pretty well-known comic book stores.
Yeah.
One's local, the other one's all the way in LA.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
But
so-
what are the dates on those?
Do you know the dates?
May 5th, around there, May 4th. It's the first weekend of May.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, if you guys want to give a shout out to Vince Alatoa, you guys got Gio Mendez watching.
what up, guys?
Let's see who else.
Vin.
Dante Strife.
What's up, Dante?
Oh, he said when's your when's your next show? Tino, when's your next? Well, yeah, you guys
The
already.
Tino
answered that.
Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one, right? What's the
Yeah.
dates on those? Do you know?
I think it's the first weekend of May.
First weekend of
before
May.
I forget, we are gonna have a
Oh.
very strange party based off a TV show of Netflix. That's gonna be at the arcade in downtown Fullerton on April 28th. So we're gonna have like cosplayers,
Ooh.
egg
Party.
eating contest.
Yeah, it's fun stuff and play arcade, old school arcade.
The guys at Bully
Nice.
Zone also gave you guys a shout out.
April 28th
From
for
where?
that one?
April
Bully
28th.
Zone, the
Bully Zone?
wrestler dude.
Oh, okay.
what's up,
What's up,
guys?
man?
Yeah.
What's up, man? Yeah, so everyone's invited.
Yeah.
You're invited.
Cool.
Yeah.
Right on, dude. Well, again, for those of you watching, like our page, like it on Facebook, check
Yep,
us out on
follow,
Instagram.
like.
Follow Tino
that.
Evil as well,
Yes.
right? What's your guys' Instagram?
Tino Evil.
Just Tino Evil.
Just Tino Evil. At Tino Evil.
That's cool. Right on.
Okay.
Fuck, man. I mean, I wish I could continue to dig some more at you guys, but you
All
know.
good.
No.
It's all good.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, man. I just
Thanks
want
for having
to thank
us, yeah.
everybody for support from day one.
Yep.
Without everyone's support, like you guys, we
Yeah.
wouldn't be here. It's like, man,
The
it's been a fun
dojo.
journey so far. You know, like 4 years going to the 5th year.
You
Yeah.
guys, you make fight T-shirts as well? If they're
Maybe we'll think
maybe.
about.
We
I
do
have
some,
done it, right? We
like
did one for Henry
for
Corrales.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we've done some of the wrestling ones for John too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
Just
Is there
depends.
any
It's-
any other goals in the future? Like anything you're looking to work with, or
Oh, definitely. And we always want to collab with other artists
Yeah,
or other
yeah.
people out there whenever we can. Just we have more shows,
Yeah.
out of state shows, so we try to expand
yeah,
more.
we're in talks right now with 2 big organizations that we're gonna design for them. So, but we can't reveal it yet until it's official.
Of
Yeah.
course.
So we're in talks.
Look,
We are gonna design the shirts for Midsummer Scream again. So that's like the biggest horror convention. in the
Midsummer
US.
Scream is the
Yeah.
best horror show
Or
in the
Halloween
U.S.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's
That's awesome.
where's that held at?
Long Beach. Long
really?
Beach.
Yeah.
What's the date? I don't know.
At the end of July. So pretty much I base my the schedule based on the weekends, like instead of dates, because it's hard to remember the dates.
So the end of
Yeah.
July. If you guys love horror, Halloween stuff, it's like a Comic Con, but for horror
And
fans.
it's at the end of the end of July.
Yeah.
Dude,
so,
I'm so
you guys
down.
should come down, and
So down.
it's
Yeah.
pretty
Let's
awesome.
do this,
over
Gym
there.
Crashers.
Oh,
Let's crash that party.
Elvira's gonna be there.
Oh hell
Yeah.
yeah!
She's awesome.
Yeah.
She's hilarious. I saw her at Knott's last year, and she was funny. So.
I have a
Cool.
question for you guys.
Sure.
Do you guys plan on doing any retail?
Wholesale.
Yeah.
Someone did carry our stuff in Chicago, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
saw
so,
us. Yeah.
You know, at the end of Saturday, we're already making somewhat decent money, but we're like, if we could just, bump it up a little bit to make it really worthwhile, because the expenses cost so much, shipping everything out, flying.
Yeah, we don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, this guy came up saying he wanted to buy our shirts. He was interested in it.
Yeah.
After
So
a bit of negotiation on the spot, we dropped off the shirts at the end of the show.
at his
to
store.
his
So
store, yeah.
now we're in Chicago, and
Oh,
if
cool.
it moves, which
Yeah.
I think it will, he'll order a lot
Yeah,
more,
so,
from us.
The
So
name
That's
of
cool.
his store is called Hot Rags.
hot rags.
And I-
Yeah.
Hot Rags.
He's got 7 stores over there, so we're like,
That's
I
cool.
think that was a great way to end the show.
Yeah, it's
Get you guys out there even more.
yeah. So just so if you know there's any specialty stores out there that wants to contact us, feel free because we're always willing to talk. So
Are you guys still working with? They used to be like the Whittier bookstore or something like that, and I know they moved to Fullerton.
we are working with them still.
Okay.
I'm in the process of creating an art print so they can display at their
What
store.
about? I know you guys had some stuff over at Bionic Records for a while.
Yeah, I think some of them are still there right
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah, some of the shirts are
yeah,
still there.
yeah.
Oh wow, right on.
Yeah.
That was Mike, right?
Yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, Mike was such a great guy.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck, man.
he's cool.
Yeah, I've known that
Yeah.
dude since he's known me since he was like since I was like 9
Oh,
or
oh,
10. Yeah.
He's been around then.
Oh, he's been
Yeah,
around for a
yeah.
long time.
He looks young, dude.
Yeah. He is.
He is young. What are you talking about?
Do you guys also do any like commission pieces? So if people want to get any like custom art, do you guys do that too?
I used to do that, but right now I just don't have the time because everything I design is for the shirts. But if it's somewhat of like a collaboration, a partnership, I would still be open to that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So make sure if anybody's looking for collaborations to reach
Mhm.
out to the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks.
Cool. Once again, yeah, hit like, check us out on Facebook, Instagram. Check out
Yeah.
Tino Evil. Yeah. Thank you guys for
Huge
coming
shout
on.
out
Yeah.
to these guys for
Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
on the show.
For sure. Thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Oh yeah, follow us on Instagram too, Jim.Crashers. Check
Yeah,
us out.
well,
Yeah.
And then, our upcoming events are CXF. That's on the 21st, and then May 19th
19th.
we have Celtic Gladiator. That's
We'll
right.
be out there. Come check us out.
Come say what's up.
Side us.
Yep.
Take pictures with me. I'll sign
Heck
autographs.
yeah.
I will.
You'll have your own art print. right
$10.
there.
$10 a piece.
Yeah.
And I want to
Only
give a
$10.
shout out to the dojo, everybody
Yes.
from Delo
Shout out to
Jiu-Jitsu.
Delo Jiu-Jitsu. For sure.
You guys have been there since day one.
Yep.
Very helpful. Remember the video we shot for Kickstarter?
Since day one,
I still
dude.
watch that every once in a while
You
to
know.
remind me, of how everything started.
That's cool.
Yeah, so thank you guys, John. Thank you for everything.
Yep. Cool. Well, thank you guys again.
No, thank you
No,
for having
yeah, I
us.
just want to say, John's like a father figure to me, even though he's only like 8 years older.
I didn't say that, John.
No, he is though. Like we never had our dad in our lives for the most part, but John has always been supportive of us, just caring, like following up on us. So yeah, like you guys are family, man.
For sure,
I'm getting
man.
a little bit emotional, but yeah, thanks for everything.
Thank you guys.
No, thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank
You
you.
know,
Yeah.
and I'll agree with you on that statement too. So, because there's stuff my dad did. My dad taught me a lot of pointless shit. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
John Dello taught me shit that works.
Yeah.
But anywho, well, thank you.
That's another show.
Yeah, that's right.
Story
But
another
anywho,
day.
cool.
All right, thanks
All
guys.
right, thank you.
All right, and we're out.